Hello everybody and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. My name is Karen, aka AciaranB, and when we last left off, we finished up the investigation for our dear sweet Sakura, that sweet summer child, and now time to get into the class trial. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our sealed prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. Jeez. So many gone. So many gone. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. I have to give the game one really big round of applause for this kind of scene. Just making you realize just how many people are gone. How many people have died so far. It's actually really good. Uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower. And as suddenly as always, ding! The ride was over. The doors opened once again.
Just the six of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely.
You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left.
I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats.
And so the curtain opened for the fourth time. Yeah, he really likes the word deadly. Deadly. Class trial. Do you expect Hero to last this long? Nope. Nah. Honestly, I expected Hero to die. Like, I expected Hero to be a victim. Not a... And now it's possible he's a killer, so... So... I don't need to open the E-handbook. I just went through all that, so... I don't think I have any new... Oh, I do. Increases the time limit for each phase. That's actually not very useful because I never use the entire time limit. Anything else? Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave Lost in Thought. Don't need that. And let's get into it. So, what have we got?
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then I'll punish everyone
we've heard this 4 times now.
Where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa! Deja vu.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, this is the second time she was certain.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer. But she must have some reason for believing that. Well, might be because she's the killer. Aoi's accounts. That was that, Sakura set up a meeting with the 3 of them.
One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because that one powder incident.
Because you all
That's
had
also,
a motive.
Yep, that's very true.
You hated her.
Oh. Yeah, honestly, I shouldn't have done that in either way.
Shoot!
Like, that was just more reflex than anything. I wasn't actually thinking.
It was one of you.
I
One of you
wanted
killed
to
Sakura.
look at it all the way to the end.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Ah, there you go.
Low. That's about as low as you can get.
I mean, it's also, like, it's a motive, you know? How do you let the characters speak? There's on the control pad, it's RB, or on the keyboard, it's space, and it goes into auto. Somebody else, actually, it was a viewer who told me that little trick. They said space, but I was the one who found RB by myself because I'm a big boy. I'm a big strong boy. I'm sure she's mentioned it before. Yeah.
It was one of you. One of you killed.
And what reason did...
Because you hated her.
Is
No,
that it?
not that.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's this one.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
Oh, that's a miss.
That's
Jeez.
low.
Okay.
That's about as low as you can. It was one of you killed.
And what reason did...
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's
Oh, bloody
low.
hell, that's very
That's
low.
about
That's
as low as you can get.
jeez. Yeah, you're right, Taco. That is very
It was
low.
one of you killed.
And what
Jeez.
reason did...
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low.
Oi.
That's about as low as you can
What was
get.
that? What was that?
It was one
Okay,
of
so I
you
need to
killed.
do
what
it
reason
with
did-
Because
fire.
you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any
Let's
sense.
put it around here.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
Beautiful.
No,
Finally.
it's wrong.
So it's so funny how many times you contradict Hero. Yeah, it's true actually. He's been
Another reason you
smoking
suspect
that
them is
epic
because
pipe
Sakura
weed.
wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she
This
died.
is something intelligent.
So there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, that's
One of
true.
those three killed her.
Oh yeah, right. I can slow it down. I forgot about that entirely. I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? Okay, we're going straight into it. Pocket trash. Yeah. Looks suspiciously
The
like a
fact
candy
that Sakura
wrapper.
wanted to meet with all three of them. There's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
Okay,
Come on.
that's a possibility.
There's no way none of you went. At least one of you is lying.
Okay, I know where to put that one.
The fact that Sakura, there's no way that one of you is
I don't deny that I
Doom.
never went.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
Pocket trash.
wrong.
Take this. You should clean out your pockets more. And probably clean your clothes. Like
Hiro,
take baths and
When
stuff.
we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
He knows exactly what it's got to do
Red
with it.
polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
Yeah, but then there's one at the crime
No,
scene as
it's-
well.
It's,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but
Okay, so Rose is getting confused. Fire up. So who do you think killed Sakura? Honestly, I have no idea. It could have been It could have been Hiro. It could have been Taco. It could have been Aoi. I don't think it was Baka. And I don't think it was Kyoko, although it could have been. Like, the game hasn't ruled out anyone yet. Hasn't really... Yeah, so it hasn't ruled out anyone yet. Really. I don't think it was Baka because... Like, I don't think they... I suppose it could have been. I don't think it was. That's just a gut feeling, though. So the game hasn't ruled out anyone yet at all, so I'm keeping an open mind on everyone, including me.
but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
Really?
When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
don't spoil
must have
Rose.
got it sometime before
That would
then.
make me not very happy. But what Hiro said can't be true, can't be right. Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is, Sakura loved candy too much to share. No, when Sakura got that candy. Yeah, when Sakura got that candy.
I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it!
Take that!
I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Oh boy, Hiro's really losing it, huh?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
Yeah.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
So is this... Maybe, but I think it's great how the case doesn't give you any space to even pinpoint the suspect, and I feel like that's great. Yeah. I feel like the game is kind of setting up everyone now. Like, everybody is going to be the suspect. And everybody's going to have a means, motive, and opportunity. But, well, everybody is going to have one of a means, a motive, or an opportunity. And it's up to us to figure out who has all three, I think. Which is really cool. I really like that.
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Her shining message. What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
How did you know that?
It was her dying message.
Wait, how
Just
did
like
he
what
know
you
that?
guys were talking about with
Everybody
Sayaka.
killed Sakura, so nobody killed Sakura. Yeah, it's like she's like the video game equivalent of Rasputin, where she gets poisoned, then shot, then beaten, then stabbed, then finally drowned. It was her dying message, just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
Yeah,
See? See? Toko did it!
but how did he know
What
that?
are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Yeah,
Huh?
a very good question.
Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Unless he is really just that stupid, and this case is supposed to be really, really short. Huh? Hold on. When Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was... What? Hang on. What? This doesn't make any sense. It was on the magazine shelf. Yeah?
I got it! Kyoko,
Okay.
you found the magazine
Oh,
on the
great.
magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
There's definitely something strange about it. And I'm just having a bit of an epiphany. What changed in the room? What did we find in the room after we left to go to the chem lab and talk to them? The bottle... She discovered something about the bottle. She discovered the message in the magazine. And there was something about her body. It was the powder on her shoe. Powder on Sakura's shoe. Okay. Well, that means that I have bigger feet than Sakura, which is a little bit odd. But apart from that, I'm just thinking she could have... Kyoko could have maybe planted those clues. There's definitely something strange about Hiro knowing about the message. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. They're showing Hiro this early in the case as he potentially killer. You can safe to say he's not the killer. Maybe. Yeah, there is also the protein as well, yeah. That clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Kyoko could absolutely have been forging clues. I don't know. Magazine dying message.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Hang on a second. Did Kyoko just say dying words, plural? He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body, but at that time, where was the magazine? Yeah.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
Final words.
What's your problem?
Plural. That's
what
weird.
I said makes total sense.
That's very odd.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying mess. When Ogre's body was discovered.
No, that's wrong.
This is a complicated case.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us. What the hell is a Vienna sausage?
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
Yeah.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Well, to be fair, he does have very, he specifically has very neat handwriting. We know this to be true, so without a doubt. No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Interesting. Why is that? A moment of truth. Oh, shit.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right.
Oh, man.
The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh.
Found the button that makes it go fast.
Right.
That makes me win. I'm very glad I did there. 100%.
This should prove it.
I found the button that lets me win.
Oh,
without that, I was not going to beat
that
that.
Sakura wrote that dying message.
I completely lost that rhythm there. I don't know if you just noticed, but my rhythm was completely gone at the end there.
Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly
Oh,
written
right.
using a
There's
finger.
also that. Yes. I don't think
Both of
finding
her
words in
hands
this
were
we analyze this
completely
very
free
thoroughly
of
first.
blood.
Finding words skills, that's it.
Say
Yeah,
what?
that's true.
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Or somebody who is very used to handling corpses.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
He admits it.
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
You're admitting to killing her.
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there,
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure. Thanks.
and that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me.
Oh, you
She was gonna
stupid
kill
cat.
me and make her escape.
Found the win button.
So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
Jeez. I didn't know he had it in him.
I hit her from behind, before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
But how did the blood get beside the magazine and stuff?
Can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy.
Wow, Hiro is so stupid. He can't even murder someone properly.
It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
Jeez.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you
Things ain't
talking
adding
about?
up.
What else could there be?
How about the chair beside the door? Do you
There's
remember that
one
bit?
thing that Hiro's
Oh, back
story
there, it
just
seems
now
like
doesn't
too little to
explain.
actually kill Sakura.
And until
Yeah,
we
you
figure
need
that part
some-
out, we can't consider the case closed.
Yeah, for a bottle like that to, like, it broke, so it wasn't solid. It wasn't a solid hit. The bottle smashed before the skull did. But for it to actually kill, it would probably need, like, a shard to go into the skull. Other than that, like, it would probably knock you out. And maybe it would kill you if you were, like, weak or something. But, yeah, no, it probably wouldn't. Like, as long as the bottle smashes, you'll probably be fine. Probably. So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What would you have had to do after writing the message? Why the magazine was hidden? Why he didn't use Sakura's finger? Why he picked Taco? Why he picked Taco? No. Why the magazine was hidden?
I got it!
That doesn't make sense.
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf.
Oh, it was empty.
Why would you take the time to write that message?
Also true.
Then stick it somewhere we might not find it.
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Interesting.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
I'm
Then
guessing Taco was
He's not
was
lying?
hiding in the
Assuming
locker?
he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf.
True. True. Liquid
In
will
other words,
stabilize it.
at least one other
May not
person was in
broke.
the rec room both before and after the
Give it
incident.
a bit more weight.
I don't think there's any
lot more
question
weight.
about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Yeah. I can only think of one taco who would do that.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right?
Oh, you poor sweet
Who
taco.
else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right?
Well,
Hero just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
no.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura
Hero
with the
hit
bar,
her.
but that's,
That's the
not
only
where
way it
this
could have
case
worked.
ends.
What do you mean?
Well,
What he
so-
means is that Hero isn't the killer.
You
She was
can't
hit
be
twice for a
serious.
star.
That's just... I don't believe it.
Hero, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time
Because this is
when you attacked Sakura.
there's nothing wrong with emotes.
I don't really see why, but okay.
Anything to make the chat more colorful. We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hero isn't the real killer. And I have to prove that. Okay. So what have we got? Kyoko's examination, status of Sakura's body, yellow powder. I don't think yellow powder, but maybe examination?
I didn't want to, but I did it.
Oh no, it didn't. How do I...
I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby,
Ah, it's here.
and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is the killer.
Hero hit Sakura, that's for sure, but this doesn't end there. There's something to prove that the wounds... There's something to that proves that, the wounds on her head.
I didn't want to, but I did it.
Oh yes, right!
I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby.
I forgot about that.
And I hit
Um,
Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
I forgot that
You hit her
Kyoko
from
examined it and
behind.
said that there was like 2
And you
impacts.
only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
I
No,
forgot about that
that's
bit.
wrong.
Let's go.
If Sakura died from Hiro's
This is the
single
whole chapter
blow,
here.
that
Oh,
doesn't
I'll see
explain
how
why
it goes.
she had 2 head wounds.
I'll probably be playing for another like
2?
hour and a half.
That's right. She had 2 separate
We'll
wounds
see
on her
what we
head.
get up to.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
I believe anybody
But
who's
I only hit her once.
whose hobby
How
is
could she have 2 wounds?
looking at dead bodies.
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you
I-
understand that
And
point,
I was too
you'll
stupid to realize
understand why
sooner,
2 separate
sadly.
Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident,
Yeah. Okay.
and
yeah,
we found
that's-
pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
It's weird.
That was
some-
the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with,
It-
right?
it's weird how sometimes the game just goes over the same point over and over and over again. That's really annoying.
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy.
Those are chess pieces.
If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Correlation between the Monokuma bottles. I feel like it's starting to become clear. That connection must be... It's the object, doesn't... Yep. Okay. Hangman's Gambit. Chess piece. Beautiful. So, where's my seed? Oh shit. No, this one. Need an S. Come on, give me S. Let me see an S. Hello, S. Hello, S. Chess piece. P. Hello. P. Come on. Powder! Yes, chest powder. Beautiful. Powder.
Now I understand. That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was...
The knight.
The knight, if I remember.
You do? So where was
What's
the
that
queen?
matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was
Do you think
left
An
intact
spent a
of
lot
the
of
crime
time playing
scene were the
chess?
king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Oi! No, it's not.
Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing.
Shogi is so
There's
confusing.
still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Queen is missing Christ and Celeste. You mean Saika, right? Saika is my queen. Queen of the chainsaw. Then the bottle that was missing, it was broken. It was excited. The bottle was excited. Wonderful.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
It wasn't just a single broken bottle, and the evidence that proves that is... Kyoko and I figured it out before. What one did it take? Ah, Monokuma bottle experiment. Take that!
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
Yeah, you were right earlier. I think it was you, Firewall. That was actually a really clever
And
experiment.
what we found was that the
that was
collection of
Fivehead
pieces
right there.
was heavier. And the reason for that is... there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime.
Actually, can I take a look at the handbook real quick? True bullets. The victim was Sakura Ogami time death. The body was discovered. Yeah, there's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. So it doesn't actually say the cause of death. It just says there is evidence of a strong blow. Okay, I just wanted to make sure of that. So from this we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime.
But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
Yeah, fair point.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by some bowling aficionados. Some bowling aficionados. Taco and Ogre were having fun bowling using the Monokuma bottles as pins? But Taco threw her ball a little too hard and... Well, Makoto, thank you very much for wasting all our time. Oh, sorry. I like this. I like how that sent Hiro into a spin of just crazed disbelief. That's beautiful.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle.
Yes, the second Monokuma bottle was the real killer because it wanted to avenge the death of its former comrade. So it launched itself at Sakura because it believed that Sakura was the real killer, killed his beloved companion. But in the end, in truth, it was in fact Hiro who had killed the first bottle. Rest in peace, bottle.
Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
Well, that's easy because the other Monokuma bottles weren't complete idiots and they recognized that the second Monokuma bottle was being foolish. So they didn't. Why would they? Why would they rush to attack a fellow victim rather than the real killer? Just you wait. When Hiro next goes into that room, ooh, those bottles, they're coming for revenge. Ooh, they're gonna go ape on him.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
Well, at least he's modest. At least he'll do that. I'm good with that. That's nice.
I just remembered something that proves it.
What was it, the camera spin?
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
How the hell did she manage that?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa, why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. Actually, I'm just now noticing something. What the hell has happened to... Sorry, hang on a sec. Just lower down the volume. Why did that suddenly jump up? Strange. Hope that didn't happen very long ago. Don't worry, Hero has one big brain. Well, he's allowed one. No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Taco was hiding in the rec room. And I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. Oh really? New element. Well, this is the first time in a long time. So far, you've probably been pressing the Y button during your final strike without a second thought. But from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate. Simply press the LB button. Also, like the debate, if your logic difficulty is at the kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once. Well, thank you for that game. I'm joking, he actually says something intelligent. Oh, good, good. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Oh, really? Wow. Game is longer than I thought it was. Okay. Well then, good luck and have fun. I'm about halfway through the game, but I'm running out of students very quickly. Huh.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no!
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I panicked.
I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you.
I panicked.
It's a
Sorry about
lie.
that. But whatever. I won.
That's enough!
Hiding in the rec room, don't be ridiculous. Locker handprint.
This should prove it.
Bye! Well, it was still the win button, so that's fine.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Oh. Huh?
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
That was easy.
She just straight up admitted it.
Yeah.
Then you killed
More cases
Sakura!
so you're a bit over half, I'd say.
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I
Ooh.
read Sakura's note, I decided to
Sakura's
go there
having none of her
early,
shit.
so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on.
It'd be like, do you recognize your fingerprints,
So I
Taco?
figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then
That's more like a
did you see
Phoenix
what
right thing
happened?
to say, honestly.
Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Wow, that's awkward.
Why didn't she take the
So
magazine
after
with
you
her
left,
instead of
I
leaving it
jumped
there?
out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, There was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
Well, that would be
When
terrifying, I'm not gonna
saw
lie.
That blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Oh boy. Her? You mean...
Guess who's back?
Hey,
What's
it's
your
that
fault
time.
after all?
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories.
Really?
So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see.
Yes.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise.
Yeah, I'd imagine. That picture by itself is taking me by surprise.
It was the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible. No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
Sakura with bolts coming from her eyes.
I'm about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem.
That is true.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on.
Also
That's-
weakened from the poison.
know,
so
but
we're
anyway,
not going there
I'm
quite
not
yet.
the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good. Keep talking like that, and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hero on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
Who are you? Why are you so eager to pass out death and judgment, Hina? Some who live deserve death, and some who die deserve life. Can you give it to them, Hina? Do not be so quick to your death and judgment.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't.
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted.
It's funny how Jill wanted for a while to kill Baka, but she couldn't kill her normal way because it would be so obvious. Yeah. I mean, she has literally been stalking her victim for a couple of chapters now. So.
Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Make your argument. Kyoko's examination status of Sakura's body. I don't know what it means by status of Sakura's body. Hang on, let me take a quick look at that. Status of Sakura's body. Sakura was found dead, seen in a chair, slumping forward. Traces of blood were found around her mouth, presumably when she vomited blood. However, there was no injury or indication as to why she would have vomited blood. Okay. I see the
Sakura
problem.
was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it. I smashed her good.
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up.
Right where
I
you
killed her
woke
there
up.
in front of the shelf.
No,
Sorry.
it's wrong.
I'm not gonna voice.
But I can decide who dies and who lives, XD.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Yeah, that is true. The blood over there was always a question mark. That has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. Oh, I need to actually show it. Okay. Here you go.
I got
I
it!
thought it was self-explanatory, but okay.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The
The...
blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right?
You gotta make homework, Rose?
All to make it
Okay,
look
that's
like
cool.
I did it.
Thanks
'Cause
for
when
stopping
I hit
by.
her, she was sitting in the chair.
Enjoy your homework.
Hey, come
Buy
on
as
now,
much
look
as
at
we...
me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
Plus,
Yeah,
the biggest
I'm really
mystery
starting to
of
think
all,
that Aoi
the
might
locked
be the
room,
killer.
still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been
Hold on,
properly
see
settled.
Kyoko.
oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Nope.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? While everything was all confused and hectic,
Insane.
she just snuck
I'm
out
glad
of
you
the
had
locker
fun,
into
Ross.
the group.
I'm very glad you had fun. Feel free to drop by anytime.
No,
I'll be
I
here.
don't think that's possible.
Don't know what I'll be playing, but I'll be here. The reason there's no way Taco was hiding in the locker is because I was in the locker. I was in the locker. You? Then you're the one... Huh? Oh, no.
Shoot!
I had to do it. I saw it for myself.
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open.
Jeez.
So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
But we ruled out two people who could have killed her because they tried and failed.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
Sakura really is
What's
starting to
this
sound
whole
like
room thing about
Rasputin
anyway?
at this point.
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
Yeah. Thick skull.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's...
Please.
Yellow powder, Monokuma file number 4. Aoi's account. Not Aoi's account.
What was it that
but-
killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
I'm guessing that it's the yellow powder, but
What was it that killed
I'm
Ogre?
not actually certain about this one
If
though.
it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack,
I mean, I obviously know it's
then
poison,
what
but
was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
no, it wasn't that one. Okay.
Shoot!
Okay, so I'm guessing Monokuma file then maybe?
What was it that killed Ogre?
It's not
If it
Aoi's
wasn't from
account, so it must be the
Genocide Jill's
Monokuma file.
attack, then what was it?
There's no other that killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot.
There you go.
No, that's wrong.
Great.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood.
Yeah, where did she vomit the blood?
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
And of course you looked.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
Yeah.
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or
He's like
anything, then what made her
Scooby-Doo.
vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
Actually.
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
Well, that wasn't. Okay, that wasn't this. That wasn't specifically the image I wanted to pause on. But there is something that I'm just now realizing. Maybe it wasn't Aoi's candy that poisoned her, because presumably. Oh no. Well, yeah. Well. Yeah, no, it must have been the protein. Yeah, of course it was the protein. Right. The candy wrapper wasn't a clue about the poison, it was a clue about Hero. Right. Gotcha.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it
Why
really
not?
so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
Yes. Please do.
Can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
That's true.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
I'm glad to hear it was intentional, Firewall, because I like
Well,
it. It's fun.
yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
You could say, Firewall, that it all came together.
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
By the way, I want to point out, the only time I ever saw the word reagents when I was a kid was when I played World of Warcraft. And all throughout my time, no voice line ever actually used the term reagents. So I was just left with that word, and for about 5 years, I thought it was regents. I just want to point that out.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
The bottle of poison Baka showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. It was on the same shelf as all of the supplements. I'm positive. Section A.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Indeed.
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah. Honestly,
Yeah,
it doesn't really make
so?
any sense, but
Why?
okay.
Because the culprit
section
switched
across.
it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
He's gonna swig it, isn't he? Yep. There you go. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was hoping for this. Baka put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
we were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do was stand there and watch. Hang on a sec. Hang on. I want to do something real quick. Window. Yes. Go. That's my that's just the thumbnail for this video. All you can do is stand there and watch. It's the Mastermind Ease now. No, it's a kitty cat. But as if it were... Oh shit, I missed that.
That tastes awful.
But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Baka was as calm as ever.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble!
Nah, I don't
You
think
have to
so.
drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
That's what
Dang
she's
it!
concerned
He
about.
just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
You know, say what you like about Baka, but at least he's a showman. He's got style, man. He's got style.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Although, actually, come to think of it, there would still be traces of poison in the bottle anyway. Like, that would be a very awful idea. That would be a terrible idea. I don't know what the hell he's thinking.
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Baka and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder.
Well, I did think he was going to commit
makes one
suicide,
wonder.
guys.
The poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Well, technically, you could possibly say all over the floor, but the bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been in. Could it be? I think it could be. I think it may have. Protein? Protein drink. Wonderful. So, need tea. T. Scanning for tea. For teas nuts. Hey! And. And that was awesome. And N. Wonderful.
Now I understand.
Now I understand the secrets of the universe. Yeah, but Baka said that the poison isn't particularly
Poison
dangerous unless you drink the whole
Must have been
That's
poured
also
into
true.
the protein
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
can.
That's true. Anyway, we have reached a pivotal part of this investigation, or of this class trial. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're looking forward to the next one, because I'm going to put a cut in here for YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.